So, no one cares about Double XL Freshman anymore, and here's why. By Manny Balls. Did you watch Bleach? Yeah, I watched it. Chad, how many of y'all care about this year's Double XL or cared about it? Did you even listen to it?
I haven't listened since 2018.
You're not missing nothing. I'm not going to hold you.
I never missed anything when I was listening.
You're not missing anything. Not me. I didn't care about it this year. I stopped. I don't know. Slowly but surely, I've definitely fallen out of Double XL. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But let's go ahead and see why nobody cares about Double XL anymore. Let's see.
Double XL is a very popular magazine in the hip-hop space, but they are especially known for their annual freshman classes. Every year they release a list of 10 artists that are on the rise, doing all sorts of content with them, but people have always gravitated towards the ciphers. The annual freshman lists and ciphers have always generated a lot of buzz. However, it seems like people's interest is dwindling. Since 2016, the views on the ciphers in particular have gone down 98%. Just recently, they released the 2023 ciphers, and it has been met with a lot of negative reception.
Now, I already said this, but the 2023 ciphers was not as bad as people's making it out to be. Was it as good as the 2016? Hell no. But I've heard worse. The Coil Ray one is probably still the worst one I've ever heard in my entire life.
So after looking into it, I've come up with 3 reasons as
You said what?
I didn't know Central C wasn't black.
What did you think Central C was?
I thought Central C was
Oh, you
black.
thought he was black?
Yeah.
Huh. That's I think Central C is. I don't know what he is, but
if you just heard Central C's voice, would you not think he's black?
I think all UK niggas like. You know what I'm saying?
Central C is not. I don't know what he is.
He's mixed.
He's mixed. Yeah.
Nobody talking about Mosey being total ass. I mean, Lil Mosey was ass. We all.
He was in. Lil Mosey was in the thing.
Yeah, 2018. No, 2020.
Oh, but he was. This went down. Like, that is crazy.
Why interest in Double XL has declined over the years. But first, to understand, we have to go way back to when Double XL was just a small magazine. In 1997, Reggie Dennis, Robert Marriott, and James Bernard started Double XL. These 3 were all previously editors from The Source, which was another magazine in the hip-hop space. For a while, Double XL lived in the shadow of The Source, and the 2 magazines even had some beef. They also actually had some beef with Eminem, who was upset at them because they said they don't do articles on white rappers. But after he blew up, they did a story on him saying he was a culture vulture and a KKK member. So he dissed them on the song Marshall Mathers with some pretty hilarious lines. Funnily enough, Double XL actually responded to the diss by putting Eminem on the cover of one of their magazines, which is pretty crazy. Anyways, the first issue that Double XL ever released was a double cover with Master P and Jay-Z. In the early 2000s, Double XL began.
That was the first year y'all was looking at Double XL like that. It's probably Malcolm. Let me keep it aside. It was 2016. That was the first year I really paid attention to it.
Higher heights.
One of the articles or anything?
Nah, not like that. Maybe like it shows up on my timeline or something, but like otherwise, nah, I ain't gonna count.
Becoming a much more important magazine in the hip-hop community. They had made up with Eminem and sort of began to replace The Source in popularity. Paul Cantor of Medium.com said that by the time he started writing for Double XL in 2004, things were booming. Meanwhile, the internet was becoming much more popular, and by 2007, there were a ton of blogs in the hip-hop space popping up. Double XL was on top of things though, and created a website to publish articles very quickly. They were able to maintain relevance through this quick adaptation. Then in 2008, after almost 9 years of working there, the chief editor of Double XL, Elliot Wilson, was let go from the company, but not before leaving behind a crucial idea. Elliot, along with his staff, came up with the iconic annual freshman class list, which would be what Double XL is best known for today. Elliot Wilson and the rest of the staff at Double XL released the first issue of the freshman class in 2007.
To be fair, I know everybody really think that this shit started with 2016, but there were like, there's been worse ones. Like this one right here.
2009.
I don't even remember the 2009 one. Which one had Fetty Wap in it? I forgot. I think was that 14? 15. This one right here.
It's called Blitz. God is my witness, said I can't be broke. I'd rather be in prison. This shit ain't no joke. Why these niggas pretending? No niggas locked up who ain't seen. I can't be fucked with. I can't be fucked with.
Yeah, but look, RGF the motherfucker island.
This nigga's in federal prison.
For zoo gang niggas know I'm wildin'. Yeah, baby. I let him make the money keep piling. Yeah, baby. I saw RGF the motherfucking island. Yeah, baby. 2015 is the new year, baby. Fetty Wap, call me so baby.
Guarantee you this shit came out in 2023. Everybody would call his ass.
Who got that one Fetty Wap?
I be cruising in the new year, baby. Yeah, baby.
That shit was a bob.
Like, there's just been some very, like, there's been some horrible ones. Oh, don't get me started on the worst freestyle in XXL history. Hold on. This one right here, worst one. Here we go. OJ the Juice Man. If you don't remember him, don't worry about it. It doesn't actually matter.
See it rings on like a basketball player. Freshman of the year like a basketball player. What it do, cuz, man, I'm here to stay. Oh man, cuz, man, we in your face. Hey.
Nigga got a 10-second freestyle.
That was it.
I need to see his face, cause why he sitting in the dark?
That was it. That was it. I'll play it again for those of y'all who didn't hear it.
See it rings on like a basketball player. Freshman of the year like a basketball player. What it do, cuz, man, I'm here to stay. Oh man, cuz, man, we in your face.
Nigga, you know what to say. Nigga from Georgia.
Play the Timmy Turner freestyle. Timmy Turner freestyle is iconic though. I'm trying to play. But just to show y'all, you know what I'm saying, XXL has kind of been on that time for some years, you know what I'm saying? But if it was 2020, that shit came out in 2023.
That's the problem.
Yeah, this lady right here, this is who runs XXL now.
Vanessa Satin, the current chief editor of XXL, said that they were tired of putting the same faces and big artists on their covers, so they wanted to showcase newer artists on the scene. The 2007 class featured artists like Lupe Fiasco, Lil Boosie, Plies, and more. The first
I did not know Lil Boosie and Plies was on a list. I'm not gonna leave. That's fucking crazy.
A magazine with no extra online content, as they were just kind of getting into the digital world. In 2008, they didn't release a freshman class issue, likely because Elliott Wilson left that year. Then in 2009, Vanessa Satin became the chief editor of XXL, and she was clearly invested in all of the different mediums of content that XXL was putting out.
And you've got to double up on content. You've got to be able to do content for a daily basis. And
mind you, this is the lady who's been running XXL for the past decade. Just keep it in mind. I'm not gonna hold you. To this day, I still don't know who this lady is. I'm not gonna hold.
For a monthly basis, what you do for a website is a whole different thing than what you do for a magazine. You treat the content differently. So you just have to be familiar with what you're creating and for what audience your audiences are, based on whether it's the magazine or the website, because they can be the same audience or they can be different.
So likely under her direction in the 2009 freshman class issue, they put out much more content with the artists. They put out 3 covers with different artists like Wale, B.O.B., Kid Cudi, and more. However,
it's crazy because half of these niggas, we don't know where they at or who they are, or do we barely remember these niggas. I'm not gonna cap to you. I don't know who Asher Roth is. I'm not gonna.
You don't know who Asher Roth is?
Nigga, never heard of that nigga day in my life.
He was in Madden 12.
Asher Roth?
Asher Roth.
What song he made?
I can't get a name of it, but just type in Asher Roth Madden 12.
Who the fuck is Asher Roth?
And I bet I remember that shit.
Asher.
It was him and some. It might have been him and B.O.B. I can't be too sure.
Nigga, I could name a B.O.B. song.
Corey Guns. Asher Roth. Put in Madden 12 because I know the song.
Madden 12.
Yeah, Akon. There we go. That's why I knew it. It was Akon.
This does sound like some mad ass music. Do not remember this.
Akon and Asher Roth. Like, nigga, this was 5th grade. This was 5th grade, man. 2012, 2013.
Bruh.
Can't be beat. Can't be beat.
This is crazy. I'm not gonna lose you. Do not remember that nigga. I'm not gonna cap to you. Gun to your head, name 5 Asher Roth songs right now.
I cannot. Shoot it.
It's tough.
Pull that trigger.
First year where they released a cappella freestyles with each artist. They also released a freestyle with Asher Roth, Charles Hamilton, and Mickey Fax,
who the fuck is Charles Hamilton?
Going back
who
and
is
forth,
that?
having fun with a beat playing in the background.
Like I told him, so go ahead and handle it.
Yo, hats off to Ash Roth.
Now it's time for me to blast off astronaut.
Kid Cudi even popped
Ace Hood.
And while it wasn't technically the first cipher, it essentially
why are
set the
y'all bringing up
foundation
Ace
for what would
Hood?
happen in
That
the
nigga
coming
fell
years.
off.
Following that, in 2010, they had one of their best freshman classes ever that would really set a precedent going forward. Vanessa had stated in interviews that they wanted to get artists that were set to blow and show a lot of longevity, without them having a debut studio album out with a record label. She had also mentioned that the freshman class is the XXL staff's opinions about which artists are up next, and that it wasn't entirely objective or voted in by fans. So with that in mind, I think XXL was right on the money when they chose artists like J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, Wiz Khalifa, Freddie Gibbs, J-Rock, and many more for the 2010 freshman class. As far as content goes, they released the magazine along with the acapella freestyles with each artist.
Was good,
Next
bro.
year, XXL would make another significant
All mid?
change that
Come
would
on, bro.
become quite iconic in years to come, and that
J.
was the
Cole did
release
fall
of the
off.
freshman ciphers.
Don't disrespect J. Cole like that.
I had something to say after that to go with that. Oh, only reason why I said that because I hated him on that Summer Walker album. Like, I don't know why he came and trying to talk to me.
Bro, J. Cole on a Summer Walker album.
He tried to sound like he tried to sound like Andre 3000 way too much on that.
Yeah, I mean J. Cole can't. J. Cole can't tap into every bag. I ain't gonna cap to you, but like, don't disrespect Cole though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my goat, my nigga.
What was the last thing he put out?
What did Cole just put out?
Because if you say the off season, I would once again.
The off season is the last project he put out. The last project he put out.
Because so I mean, if it is the off season, that's all fine and dandy. But that night he released the off season, Georgia Smith beat him that night.
Really?
Her music that night was way better than his.
Be
Right Back was way better than the off season.
So is there anybody who's listening to Georgia Smith unironically though?
Whoa,
nigga,
watch them cars. Watch them.
Who? Y'all don't know Georgia Smith?
They're not. They don't know.
Yes,
they don't know about Georgia. They don't know about Georgia.
Who? Okay. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, I was gonna say who. Okay, I'll just keep the video playing. Never mind.
Y'all, hey, go find out who she is. You will. Hey, I'm telling you.
The 2011 class featured.
I told you somebody was gonna call her that.
Yeah, come on.
She is thick as hell and beautiful.
Nigga, like half these niggas, I guarantee, is that Lil Twist? I guarantee half these niggas y'all can't name. Like they're I'm forgetting his name. Lil B. Yeah, Lil B.
Lil B, the bass guy.
Lil B, Kendrick.
Fuck Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Mac, YG. Is that Crit? Do not know who this nigga is. I'm not gonna hold you. Do not know.
Were you able to name Big Crit off a picture? Why you know who he looked like?
Nigga said Crit.
KRIT, whatever.
It said Crit, nigga. I was like, oh, that's Big Crit. Oh, just off of what I seen. Diggy Simmons. Diggy Simmons is fucking horrible, nigga.
There she go. That's the one I gotta know.
Michael Jordan.
Mac Miller,
dude, that was the song,
Lamar,
boy.
YG, and Meek Mill. They released a ton of extra content like the roundtable interviews.
The XXL freshman cover is that one thing that you always strive for when you start really getting serious, when you like always would get the cover and you'd be like, one day maybe I'm gonna be on there. And it's just wild to actually be on there.
Right. You know what I mean? Because we coming up, we look at this magazine, you know what I mean?
These niggas look so different. Kendrick looked like Tyler in that 1 month shot, bro.
Like me saying that shit's normal.
I mean, like that. But like it's been such a long time since I seen bro with the low cut and shit.
And to even be in it,
he did have some fat ass
ears. On it, that's amazing.
And of course, the ciphers. Pretty quickly, the XXL freshman list became a staple in hip-hop culture, signifying that an artist was on the come-up and was up next. They were only a couple years in and were pretty accurate with their picks. XXL was also a very popular magazine by this time, so the freshman list had some extra credibility.
If you are nominated to be on this cover, that's like a form of acclamation saying that you're on your way up the ladder.
They were so popular and important that people would argue every single year over who should have made the list. And the controversy really helped the list become even more popular.
Personally, I'm gonna speak my mind.
Please.
I think a lot of the motherfuckers on the list is corny as
Some lists were definitely better than others.
Yo, y'all seen, I don't know if y'all be keeping up with hip hop news. Y'all seen how Rocky just, in fact, I'm not even gonna get into it today. If you've been on Twitter, you know today.
XXL was fairly accurate and was able to pick artists that would have longevity. In 2012, they had picks like Future,
Iggy Azalea, Hobson, MGK, Macklemore. Is that fucking French Montana, nigga?
And a win I win, and a win I win, and a win I win.
I don't even remember this one, huh? I gotta Yeah, I do remember that.
That shit was hilarious.
French Montana.
That shit was
Double
hilarious.
XL. You got some stingers on this joint. Hold on. Double XL.
Oh shit, that's loud.
The fuck? Double XL Cypher. Can you even find the fucking Cypher? Did this nigga opt out the Cypher? Did he? Hold on, Cypher.
My boy Danny Brown.
Nigga, you can't even find. Why can't you find this Cypher? You can't even find French Montana Double XL Cypher.
Do you want to find it?
No. I'm looking for it. I want to see how you can find Iggy's though.
Lateness days of the Seattle. Never been on that hat troop, never played a guitar, never gotten a tattoo. Unless you're in a band or a singer in a flannel, the industry wasn't listening like the city was soundproofed. It's from my outcasts who live without mask, thrift shop hustlers who make it without cash. They can take a fat woman's fur jacket out the trash can and make it look like something Gucci Man has. My mama said to keep on shining, stare the crowd in the face.
I guess for the time, Macklemore was definitely.
Yeah, what was that song him and
Ryan
Lewis had? Nah,
Thrift Shop?
It wasn't that one.
Can't
hold us.
With the tray. You kidding? Going.
Okay, no.
You know I'm merely who you kidding? Go and tell your friends. I am the
Just
chief.
take care of your son.
Iggy is a big dog chilling in the left lane. It ain't got no lead. You chickens, you ain't free range.
Iggy was so fucking horrible, my nigga, when she tried to rap, bro. Iggy was so fucking terrible.
Walk a mile in these Louboutins.
I aim high, honey, throw stones at your face. Never bother with your body, cause straight to
This
the
is an
chase.
Australian
No age,
woman.
vigilante me taking shit from it. Show my teeth. If you want it, baby, what you looking at is a feel it's all hungry. What you smelling?
Yeah, Miranda sings.
In the Monday, going green, flexing on them, feeling like Gumby. Everybody on my dick, they wanna ride my pony on my own dime. Don't even wanna sponsor me. Small bitches know you never eat a lunch. You gassed up off it. Don't know the cost of it. Got my name on it.
That's a character. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna get.
When's the last time you had some jollof?
A couple days ago.
I only asked that
Danny
because
Brown,
I
French
saw a video
Montana,
and
and
I have
GK.
had that in like 2 years and I kind of wanted some.
Would you offer fries?
Yes. I don't know why, but I kind of wanted some.
Turn that shit off. That shit is fucking ass. Get
You
the
got
fuck.
some leftovers?
We might after the stream. I'll go too. That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves. John in Tennessee.
And more. They also introduced the ability for fans to vote for the 10th spot winner, who in 2012 was Iggy Azalea.
No way Iggy got the 10th.
Was stacked with
nigga, fucking Trinidad James.
No, I couldn't get his name out. I was about to say Juicy J.
That's Absol.
Fuck Absol. Action Bronson.
Is this nigga a wrestler now? No, this nigga a wrestler now or something?
No. It's this nigga who looks like him. You talking about Bray Wyatt?
Oh. Kurt Bangs. Travis Scott. Which one is Travis Scott? The nigga right here? Jesus Christ.
with artists like
Man, when
Schoolboy
Sosa
Q,
came
Joey
out,
Badass,
he hit the
Absol,
streets
Logic,
hard.
Travis
Like
Scott,
back in the
and even
80s.
Chief Keef.
That
Keef
boy
actually
came
couldn't
down
make the shoot since
hard.
he was in jail, so they had to edit him into the cover. In 2014, XXL featured.
Okay, this is when I kind of started playing attention to XXL. Had Chance, Iggy, Dirk. Yeah, hella Chicago niggas on here. Rich Homie Quan, Lil Baby. Then he had 4 Chicago
Back
niggas.
in this day, they thought Rich Homie Quan was gonna be bigger than Thug.
They
But
did
look
think
at him.
that.
Look at them both now. So
Yeah, Rich Homie Quan fell off, and Thug is facing life or death. Is Kevin Gates? Is this
oh, he's been making music this long.
Who?
Kevin Gates.
Yeah, Kevin Gates been making long.
Whoa.
Nigga, that's when 2 phones came out. You remember when I got 2 phones?
That was around this.
Like,
My goodness. He gotta be 40 something.
Ty Dolla $ign. Who is this nigga? This is a nigga who snitched. I forget.
Nigga, that's
I forgot. This is Troy Ave.
That's not Troy Ave.
That is Troy Ave.
Nigga,
This is Troy Ave.
that's Young Jock.
Nigga, Young Jock came out in the fucking 90s, nigga.
That's Young Jock. You're lying.
Nigga, that is Troy Ave, nigga. That's not.
Look up a picture of Young Jock. That's Young Jock.
Nigga. Okay, that do look like Young, but that is not Young Jock. Hold on.
Nigga, that is Young Jock.
Young Jock. This is Young Jock. Y'all don't know, nigga. This nigga Young Jock is so fuck. Why does this nigga do this, bro? Nigga look like a stud, bro.
Oh my goodness. You know 2 Chainz had a name change?
Really?
Yeah.
2 Chainz?
Yes.
What's his name before? Yo,
I forget.
Nigga, this is quite literally ridiculous. This is so fucking ridiculous, my nigga. this is so ridiculous, bro. This nigga cannot get a decent hairstyle to save his life, bro. Jesus.
2 Chainz's name. 2 Chainz's old name was Titty Boy.
Are you serious?
He used to release music as Titty Boy. Look at his hair.
Had a terrible name, nigga. Like that Usher. Okay, bro. Yeah, I'm just like niggas had the Young Jock. Yo, this better not be the video of him crying.
Hold on, homie. Hey, homie.
Don't get mad. I'll take your bitch, nigga.
I said Young Jock, but that's definitely Troy Ave. That's definitely Troy Ave.
Featured freshmen such as Chance the Rapper, Lil Bibby, Ty Dolla $ign, Kevin Gates, Lil Durk, Isaiah Rashad, and more. Another fun fact is that XXL has also been releasing mixtapes with these artists from 2010 to 2014, and I'm not sure why they stopped, but I think it'd be really cool if they brought it back. Also in 2014, they stopped releasing physical magazines, instead opting to go fully digital. In 2015, they released the freshman cover.
Fetty Wap, Dej Loaf, Shock Izzy,
Staples.
I forgot this nigga, but this nigga was literally an industry plant. I forgot what this nigga named. Rory, I think his name was. I forget what this nigga name was, but he was definitely.
Is that nigga had a song with Drake? Is it him? Roy Woods?
No, it's not this nigga. I don't. To be honest, I couldn't name a song for. I couldn't even guess a song.
What is his name?
Rory. Yeah, that is his name. Rory.
OG Mako.
OG Mako is alive.
I did not know that.
Nigga, OG Mako is.
Last I heard, he had like a skin-eating disease.
He does. He has a skin-eating disease on his eye, but he's alive, nigga. What the?
Them niggas said he only had months to live when I saw that shit.
Dog, what the
This
fuck?
was years ago.
OG Mako is.
My bad. If
y'all don't know who, OG
bitch, you
Mako
guessed it.
Woo!
You
was right.
It was another song he had.
Fuck him.
Yes.
I think that nigga really get. Well, damn. Bitch, you guessed it. Who?
You was right. Bitch, you guessed it.
Fuck nigga on sight.
Bitch, you guessed it. Still in that place. And I'm flexing. Bitch, you guessed it. I'm still with my niggas.
This just feels like 2015 Washington playing Black Ops 2.
Bitch, you guessed it. Walking around with extra in my pocket. Mind you, this nigga was like, look at the fucking the officers. Nigga, this nigga was shirtless, fucking pants below his ass in a hotel.
Bitch, you next to us.
Why the fuck are you next to us?
Bitch, you should come test us.
I'm gonna go buy Xbox.
See what you rockin' and bitch, you can't.
Don't you have like remastered?
See what your bitch look like and nigga, I wasn't impressing her. Fuck nigga, come and talk it out. Fuck nigga.
But yes, he is. OG Mako is very much alive. He does have a skin disease. Yeah, like right here. He does it. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, right here. He does have a skin disease, but he is very much alive. Continuing.
Artists like Fetty Wap, Vince Staples, Rory, and more. However, in 2016, something happened that would change XXL forever. In 2016, XXL released
the most iconic list. Now, keep it in mind that not every freestyle on this journey was good. I feel like that's a point that niggas tend to forget. Designer had probably one of the worst freestyles of all time on this fucking shit. It's just that the list is so good that niggas tend to forget that Designer shit was ass. I'm not even gonna play that shit. Just know it's terrible. Anderson .Paak, I love Anderson .Paak, but his verse was horrible on that cipher. I'm not gonna cap to you. He's not supposed to be rapping. And then everybody else was pretty solid on that. I'm not gonna.
Released their freshman class list featuring 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, G Herbo, Dave East, Designer, and the 10th spot winner, Lil Yachty. At first, there were a lot of people who were upset because there weren't as many lyricists on the list like there had usually been. The list was full of a bunch of mumble rappers, if you guys remember that ancient phrase. Regardless, they released the ciphers for these artists, and they were again met with many mixed reviews. A lot of people at first clowned and made memes about the artists and their ciphers, ciphers, with people even writing up articles saying it was the worst cipher of all time. If only they knew what was coming.
Like I said, people say that every year.
However, something stuck out about this cipher. Of course, I'm referring to the one with 21, Kodak, Denzel, Uzi, and Yachty. You guys know what I'm talking about. They seem to be having a ton of fun. They all had really good chemistry, and the verses were all actually pretty solid. Uzi's verse shouting everyone out, everyone smiling in the background, everyone ad-libbing each other during one another's verses, Kodak making fun of the beat and everyone laughing, and I think everyone had some memorable lines. It was a super fun cipher. We listened to it the other day. We know the cipher's fire. Don't see in a lot of the other ciphers. The only ciphers I think that come close in this sort of chemistry and fun energy are the ones with Kendrick and Lil B, Lil Durk and Ty Dolla $ign cipher, and the one in 2009, which wasn't even really a cipher. Everything from the cipher to the cover for the 2016 class was perfect, especially the tagline, "The New Wave," because after looking back in retrospect, they really were. However, the 2016 freshman class was in some way a double-edged sword. On one hand, it would eventually make people much more interested in the XXL freshman list, hoping that they would see some more fun ciphers and other great content surrounding their favorite artists. But it also brings me with
the JIT cipher. I'm not about to chat. I'm not about to listen to every single cipher ever. But JIT cipher was amazing though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to listen to every single cipher.
My first reason as to why XXL is declining, and that is because, on the other hand, it likely set people's expectations way too high for what would happen.
Every time one comes up, it wasn't better than 2016.
Overall fun in the 2016 ciphers weren't very common beforehand, and they weren't super common afterwards, leading people to be disappointed with the upcoming ciphers. They also got very lucky with their picks because pretty much everyone from that class went on to have a very successful career, and they haven't really been able to replicate that on most of the more recent classes. Regardless, the 2016 ciphers have the most views on average than any other class. Following the hype of the 2016 freshman class, XXL came through again with a lot of solid picks for 2017. Although a handful of artists from that class.
Okay. Damn. This list is, I'm not going to hold you, at least 80% of this list has either fallen off or sadly deceased. A Boogie, people still listen to A Boogie, I just don't listen to him. Not going to cap to you. I guarantee y'all can't name me who this is. You know what I'm saying? Ugly God fell off. I was definitely heavy into Ugly God, though. I'm not gonna cap you.
Yes, you were.
I definitely was heavy into Ugly God. You know what I'm saying? I still am waiting for that comeback, Ugly God. So
he's a meme person now,
you know
isn't he?
Who Ugly God, yeah. But meme rap is dead, sadly.
No, not even meme rap. Like he just does memes on Twitter, don't he?
I don't know if he's still doing that. I don't know.
He has a whole meme page.
I know he used to, but I don't even, like that's. I don't even follow that page though. Person, I don't know.
Wasn't it Hut?
Yeah, it was Hut. He was running a meme page. Kyle, you know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna hold you. Kyle gets a lot of hate, but I actually low key. Kyle's like one of my guilty pleasures. I ain't gonna cap.
Fucking a beat ass rap.
Yeah, yo, you just that nigga thing with my little eye. I don't get too many likes. My dog ain't gonna hold you. Cap G. Enough said. Amine, I actually I really like Amine. I'm not gonna cap to you. It's not like he's the most mainstream nigga ever, but I really like him.
I was just staring at that nigga Cardi, not realizing it was him.
Who Cardi? Oh yeah, Playboy Cardi, probably the biggest person from this list. You know what I'm saying?
Besides X.
Yeah, besides X.
Who would be? I mean, that could be an honest debate. Who would be bigger, him or X, if X was still alive?
Oh, I would say X. Not even no glaze. I was the way that bro was going on. I would say X. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Made in Tokyo or Tokyo. Don't know where bro went. So and then X.
He had good music.
Who made Tokyo? Made in Tokyo music was cool.
He had good. Like it wasn't bad.
His joint was cool.
He still has a fan base, I think, though. Like he still makes music, but like his music was not bad.
His music was okay. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but who's PNB? You just had to be there.
You just had to be there.
You just had to be there.
I didn't get in jail too many years.
2016 class, they still featured people like X, Amine, Playboy Cardi, and others. At the time, though, these artists were super hot, and these ciphers became the second most viewed on average out of all of the others. X's cipher in particular went viral after his interesting verse. Aside from that, though, this class and these ciphers were a lot of fun. However, in 2018, the
Trippy. God damn. As don't know what Stefflon Don's doing. I don't know what Wi-Fi is doing. I'm not gonna hold you. Ski Mask is a really amazing performer. I still fuck with Ski Mask heavy. Trippy, even though there's still debated whether Trippy fell off, I disagree heavily. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, he did.
I don't think Trippy fell off at all.
For me personally, he did.
Jid, I feel like Jid has never been a mainstream ass nigga, but he can out rap everybody on here. I'm not gonna catch him. YB and Amir is easily the worst nigga on the list. I can say that with confidence.
I'd say Lil Pump.
Yeah, I say Lil Pump. Let me get YB and Amir a break. He did drop
Rubbing Off
Pain. You know what I'm saying? Trippy, Jid, and Ski are the only good ones. Trippy, Ski. Wi-Fi was a solid. He was just like super underground. I'm not gonna hold you.
The fuck is he at?
Who, Wi-Fi?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know where a lot of these niggas went, but
no, on the cover.
Him right here.
Don't play that shit.
What?
Nigga, that is Lil Pump.
Right here?
That's Lil Pump.
This is Lil Pump. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. There's been a lot of clippable moments in this stream. I'm not gonna hold you.
I gotta stop smoking.
If I gave you all my love, I say would that make you happy, baby? Would that make you happy? It don't feel like I'm doing too much. If I gave you all my love, it don't feel like.
Chat, in retrospect, was Soul Train really that bad? Was it really that bad though? Like people saying it was worse than that IJJ Fish song. Was it really that bad?
He sat there, recorded this, mixed it, played it back, and said, "This is still good."
Yes. It's not that bad. Yes. This like certified his downfall. This song, I've never seen a song certified niggas downfall so crazily. Well, no, Chance. I seen it with Chance the Rapper, but Chance the Rapper still be doing shit though. But
he still makes music.
Yeah. Well, no, but he still be doing shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go home, take care of your kids.
But this was probably worse. I'm not gonna. Nobody respects. Chance is still respected for dropping classics. Nobody respects like YB and Amir.
Can you even say that he's dropping classics? Because you turn on Acid Rap and be like, bro, what? Why are you playing this?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But there's a community. Chance still has a decent following. YB and Amir, I don't know a single nigga who's talking about some turn on YB and Amir. I'm not gonna hold you, like, you know what I'm saying? Right, we need to get a YB and Amir interview.
I miss my cocoa butter kiss.
Tell YB and Amir to interview me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Now I'm gonna DM YB and Amir, see if we can get an interview. You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty.
Freshman class would highlight yet another issue that I think is causing people to lose interest in XXL. One thing that had become much more evident in ciphers with artists like Fetty Wap, Designer, Cardi, and now most of the 2018 class is that rap is changing. A lot of artists are less reliant on lyricism and instead focus on production, vocals, and melodies to make a good track. This is very evident in Pump, Black Boy, and Perp's cypher. They were having a lot of fun and had great chemistry, but they weren't good at all. They all did see success in their careers though, because their strengths were in their ability to write catchy hooks and rely heavily on their production. As Medium,
it's crazy because all three of the niggas in the cypher fell off.
Com says, if they
especially really that nigga Block Boy, especially that nigga Perp. At least Lil Pump still drops music. It's not good, but at least he drops music sometimes. Well, I'm not listening to it, but
to get things right, and if they really want to be relevant and respectful of modern music, XXL magazine needs to do what responsible leaders do when traditions become archaic and outdated. They need to highlight the talents of the artist past only lyricism. And this is a really good point because a lot of artists nowadays in the rap scene aren't as reliant on lyricism as previous rappers were. Of course, I can't ignore Jid and Ski's cypher as they both had great verses and are much better fit for a cypher, but the rest I can't say the same about. 2019 had a solid freshman.
See, nigga, I'm not gonna lose you. I have bad memory, chat. I did not know this nigga Gunna was on the list. Oh, that's what I don't. This nigga Gunna, I didn't know he was on the list because the nigga didn't freestyle and he wasn't on the cypher. He was only on the cover. Like he did not freestyle. He was not on the cypher. Meg Thee Stallion, The Baby, when The Baby was actually solid. Tierra Whack, still one of my favorite artists to listen to. I'm not gonna lose you. Comethazine, Blueface.
She has solid music.
Lil Mosey. I don't even think Tierra Whack dropped no more, which is sad. But Roddy Ricch,
my girl Rico
Nasty, YK Osiris. Now
going for the NBA.
This is crazy. Y'all see how this just a couple years ago? How much shit has happened, bro? Meg Thee Stallion got shot in the foot in GCA. The Baby is having a regression. Niggas say he fell off. Some niggas say he didn't fall off. It's up to interpretation.
Him and Sexy Red got a song together.
Yeah, they do. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not listening.
That song is hilarious. She is hilarious.
Sexy Red?
Yes. You know what I
know. Tierra Rock was never really on like that, but I actually enjoy her music. Cordae is like very, very niche. You know what I'm saying? I still like Cordae, but I don't listen to too much Cordae. I like Cordae though. Comethazine, I was listening to a lot of Comethazine back then. Don't know where Comethazine is at right now.
I'm gonna say this: I had a girlfriend around this time, and when she told me she listened to him, I got scared.
What, Comethazine?
I said, "Why are you listening to this nigga? Like, this is like way out of left field."
Roddy Ricch, I liked Roddy Ricch, and I still do like Roddy Ricch. It's just that I didn't listen to the albums. But I heard the albums were like extremely mid.
That album was ass.
Blueface is more known for him and his girl than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
They need professional help.
Yeah, Lil Mosey was known for having the worst cipher on here. And then that whole allegation.
Isn't he ASAP? Oh no, isn't he ASAP? Lil Mosey?
Mosey is not ASAP.
I swore he was ASAP.
Nigga was never. I don't think he talked to Rocky ever, but nigga.
It's some little nigga.
And I know who you're talking about. Though. I know who you're talking about. Like it's a little nigga. He was on the Testing album.
Yes,
but I don't know.
It was some little light skin.
I forget. The nigga do look like Lil Mosey though, but I don't know.
It was some little light skin. I don't know these niggas' names. God damn it.
Lil Mosey was proven innocent. Yeah, Lil Mosey was innocent, which I do really feel bad for. I did like Lil Mosey's music, even when everybody was hating on.
What allegations? What?
You didn't. Basically, he had the you know what I'm saying, allegations. He was hanging out with a girl. He had those allegations. It was proven false, but it did kind of, you know what I'm saying. And YK Osiris, we seen just this month or the last month.
That was just
that was crazy about it. And then that nigga posted that corny ass shit after. But YK was always ass to me. I'm not gonna hold you. YK was never good to me. I'm not gonna hold you.
Rico nasty though.
What's Rico doing? Rico is definitely.
She toured with Cardi and niggas was on her dick for no reason.
I remember that.
Megan Thee Stallion, Rico Nasty, DaBaby, and others. However, a few artists on this list like Blueface, Lil Mosey, and YK Osiris help demonstrate the idea that ciphers don't work out for every artist. The 2020 list was also very solid.
Blueberry Faygo.
That's Lil Mosey.
Who did he sign with?
Atlantic, I think.
He was with some other round. Fuck it. He was
24K Gold, Polo G, Cowboy, NLE Chopper, Keed, RP Keed, TJ. Baby Keem was on this list. He was on this list. This is crazy. The nigga did not rap on this list. He might have came with a freestyle. I don't think he actually
Is that Murray? Who was this?
That's Rod Wave.
I can't. Rod Wave.
Yo, saying Rod Wave and Beret look crazy because they're. Are you saying that because they're both big?
No, they have two different skin complexions. First of all,
that is crazy.
They got two different skin complexions. So we can't even do that.
Fabio 4 and 24K Golden.
That's why I mentioned 2 Chainz' name change because she had one too.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot Baby Keem was on this list. Damn, Jack Harlow. What is this nigga doing right now? Shout out Jack though. What's my nigga doing though?
Featuring artists like Polo G, Jack Harlow, NLE Choppa, Rod Wave, and many more great picks. The ciphers were actually pretty good, and even the more melodic artists performed very well. I don't think anyone really even had a bad verse. The beats were catered.
I'm not gonna lose you, RP Keed, but when this year came out, everybody was calling Keed's verse.
To them, and it was a really good class. It was actually the last round of ciphers to average 10 million or more views, and from there, it would be downhill. Following the 2020 freshman class, views on the ciphers and overall interest began to decline. In 2021, the class featured artists like...
I really don't remember this list. Ruby Rose was on this list. This is Moray. This is Moray.
He could sing his ass off.
Ian Dior. I think this was Flo Milli.
Oh, my girl. Where? Hold on.
This Flo Milli right
yes,
here.
that is.
Lakia. DDG was on this list. Y'all really don't. This is crazy. This was 2 years ago. I don't remember this list. I remember this list because Coi Leray was terrible and she had one of the worst performances.
I love Flo Milli.
History. Tusi was on here. I think this is Blast.
Niggas in federal prison. Is that 42 Doug?
Yeah, that is 42
You know he was in jail?
Yeah,
I didn't know he was in jail.
To this day.
He's about to get out soon.
Really?
Like the next 3 months.
Nigga, we would not be listening.
42 Doug is on his way home, guys.
We will not be listening. I'm not going to lose you. Pooh Shiesty also.
He's in federal prison.
And Ruby Rose is on the list.
She does OnlyFans.
I remember Ruby Rose actually wasn't that bad on this list, surprisingly. I think she did pretty solid on this list. I don't remember too much about this list.
She's not a rapper.
Like Ian Dior, 42 Doug, Pooh Shiesty, and others. These ciphers averaged 75% less views than the previous 4. In 2022, the freshman...
Hold.
Why is it so blurry?
Nigga, I don't even know I can't even tell who's on this list, nigga.
Like...
Damn. Holy shit. Okay. I know Cochise was on this list. Saucy Santana was on this
My
list.
My boy Saucy.
Yo, Nardo Wick.
Cali?
Cali was on the list. Sofago was on the list.
Sofago and Lil Mosey are two different people.
Yeah, they are two different. You are so fucking faded right now.
So I was saying Sofago. But Sofago, was he not? Is he not with Travis Scott?
No, Sofago is with Travis
That's
Scott.
who I was trying to talk
about.
Yeah, so I didn't mean to say fucking ASAP.
Yeah,
Sofago,
he is with Travis.
Yes.
I cannot identify anybody else from this list at this point in time. I'm not going to hold you.
Who is the dyke? Baby Tron.
Yeah, Baby Tron. That is Cochise. That is not like it just looks like. It just looks dyke. It just looks crazy. You gotta say stud.
Stud. I thought it was a stud.
The class featured Baby Tron,
Oh, that means you can't say B.
Sofago, Nardo Wick, and more. This class again
Who the fuck
was
says
terrible.
that? That's so outdated.
But it wasn't as good compared to the previous classes and had even less views on average than the previous year. And now we get to this year's freshman class, which has been facing a ton of criticism. The class had artists like Glorilla, Central C, La Tyler, and more. The announcement video
Was that girl from New York?
Artists like
T? I don't know where.
Who is that?
That's Tia Kareem.
Oh, I thought it was that girl who made the Welcome to New York.
Call me Freaky T.
I thought it was the girl who made Welcome to New York.
That's not her. Central
Back the
C,
fuck up.
I told y'all when I seen this, I didn't know who most of these niggas were.
Lola Brooke is like fucking 4'10".
Really?
She's short as hell.
That's crazy.
Like Glorilla, Central C, La Tyler.
Too Rare's ass, bro. I'm not gonna lose you now. Too Rare Cypher was ass. We all know that. But bro, it just wasn't his type of beat, bro. I'm not gonna lose you. Like Too Rare makes club music. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't expecting that nigga to come on anything.
And more. The announcement video had less views than any other announcement video before. All you gotta do is look at the like ratios and the comments to get an idea of how fans are feeling. And I think I've come up with a reason for this lack of interest. So my third and final reason for the decline of XXL is because rap in general is kind of getting stale. Now before you get mad at me here.
Do you all agree? Is rap getting stale, chat?
Just look at this skin color.
Yeah.
Hear me out real quick. At first I was going to say that picks recently have been weak, but then I thought, who else could they really pick? A lot of big artists to come out recently like Yeet or Ice Spice have declined XXL, so there really weren't too many other options. No matter who XXL picked, there aren't a lot of artists right now that are going to blow up to a big mainstream level, and that's not even the artist's fault. Recently rap has been declining statistically. An article from Billboard states that rap has slightly dipped in its musical market share as other genres like rock and country have been growing quite a bit. And of course, I'm not trying to make this stupid argument that rap is dead like I've seen a lot of other outlets do. I just think there aren't many new artists blowing up to a mainstream level right now.
I agree with that. I agree with that part. I don't think there's a lot too many like artists that's blowing up into the mainstream right now. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the artist who's already established is kind of just saying what they say. Music is ass now. Rap is ass. Nigga, music is ass. I'm not gonna hold you. If you say music is ass, nigga, you just cannot find like. I don't know, nigga. There's so much music out there. Take music as ass is crazy. There has to be like, there's like fucking a million different artists out there.
Again, I mean artists that
fuck country. Country's not growing. We weren't talking about country.
Getting a radio play. But also, like I said, like you want to say mainstream is boring. Okay, you can say that, but like you said, music is not boring. You got to find what you like, unless you don't like music. But as far as getting radio plays, who listens to the radio? Who listens to the radio? Let me know. Who listens to the radio in the car?
Does anybody listen to the radio unironically? Right?
Most of y'all are probably like 16, 17. Y'all aren't, damn sure. We aren't, for fuck sure.
I'm definitely not listening.
People who listen to the radio are like 40 years and above.
Like,
come on now.
Country's for old people. Well, nigga, why y'all talking about country, nigga? We know country.
No one's mentioning country music.
Used to not anymore. Deaf me. Oh no, that's crazy. I'm not gonna. I can't. Nope. Me. I cannot listen to the radio. I'm not gonna hold you.
Like the radio is not a thing you put on.
Bluetooth? Not really. The beat nowadays get more views than the actual rapping. It depends. Like I said, you gotta like make sure like if the beat is better than the nigga rapping, I'm not gonna hold you. That's the hardest shit.
I will say this: if Mixed by Ali produced was to produce a song with Designer, I would listen to it simply because it was mixed by Ali.
That Chad, would y'all agree? Say like fucking Pierre made a beat.
Don't say Pierre.
Nigga, don't disrespect Pierre.
I'm gonna do it.
Nigga, don't disrespect
Pierre or Metro. I'm taking Metro.
Of course, Metro. Okay, so Metro. Okay, so let's go Metro. Okay. If you see somebody, an artist that you not like, either not familiar with or don't really like, and you see it's produced by Metro, are you gonna listen to the song? Yes or no? Self Love was I like Self Love by Coi Leray. I love that song actually, but I'm not really a Coi Leray fan like that. But I like that song. I'm not gonna.
I can admit there are artists who I don't like, but there are a few songs that I like.
Yeah,
I mean,
look up "Dick Down in Dallas" remix. What is wrong with you, bro? Self Love is fire.
I don't think
that's no better.
The first rap album to go #1 this year was 6 Months In from Lil Uzi Vert, which kind of demonstrates the fact that artists who were previously successful will still pull numbers, but there aren't just as many new guys doing that. In the early 2010s, you had scenes with artists like Mac Miller, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and others blowing up. In the mid-2010s, you had the SoundCloud era with Uzi, Cardi, X, Juice WRLD, and people like that blowing up. And in the late 2010s, we had people like Roddy, Polo G, Baby, and others blowing up. But this decade,
Spinrilla's gone, guys. Spinrilla's gone.
Things like that.
Yep, Spinrilla's gone.
Rip Spinrilla.
Of course, there are little pockets like Detroit rap, the opium sound, the drill sound, but there really hasn't been one scene that's taken over the mainstream. And that's perfectly okay. I'm not blaming the artists or the community or the fans. I think that things need to get a little bit stagnant so that people want to hear something new. So I'm really just saying all this to dissuade hate from the newer artists on the new covers. I don't think the freestyles were bad. I think a lot of them make pretty good music. I just think the whole genre
Drill's carrying what?
Isn't as interesting to mainstream.
Drill is not carrying.
Drill low-key carrying what? It's carrying New York.
Of course, I'm sure this will change. I think
that's
rap
about
is
it.
going to be one of the top dog genres, just as it has been for the last few decades, and I think it'll be
Drill
like that for quite
New
a while.
York.
So in my opinion,
in some
because
parts,
of
I
the
can't
high
even say
standards
Chicago.
set
Would you say
in
Drill carries Chicago anymore?
The outdated.
No, hell no. No.
Like even Chicago moved out of it.
No, just like on some New York shit.
Its style of ciphers in general, and the overall
Murda. Have you heard about that girl?
Scene from mainstream listeners is
she's
why
a rapper.
the XXL freshman list has been on decline. But
I just know that she's a rapper, but she has a boyfriend. I mean, of course, she's going to marry her. She is marrying her boyfriend or engaged to her boyfriend. The nigga has like 30 years.
She's marrying a nigga who has 30 years in prison?
Yes. And she said, when he gets out, I'm going to put my career on hold. Baby girl, your career will already be done and over with when he gets out.
Nigga, this is okay.
30 years?
Like 30 years is crazy.
What artist is even doing that for 30 years?
She's not going to be able to do that. I'm not gonna
I mean, I hope for her sake he gets out way earlier than that, but like 30 years.
What did the nigga do?
I don't know. I didn't want to read into that because that's just crazy.
She's not Kanye. That's crazy. Not going to lie.
like I said, it isn't all bad, and I'm sure a new sound will come out and captivate mainstream fans and bring a whole lot more interest to these artists, and I'm sure that XXL will be on top of it, just like they have been in previous years.
Michael Jackson versus Omerta.
If you disagree with me, or if
come
you
on now,
with
Michael Jackson,
this, or if maybe you have another possible reason. I don't really do opinionated videos like this. I mean,
let's not make that comparison now.
Okay, good video. So we really got into the XXL list. Chad, we already knew niggas not checking for that shit no more. Like niggas just look at the ciphers, nigga, and just see if the shit is ass or good now. Like we don't really care like we used to. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? But good video from Matty Balls.